Hello and welcome to the Earth YouTube. And I would love to welcome a very special guest today, Dr. Deepak. Before we get into introducing you, please allow me to create some room in today's podcast to let everyone know a little bit about the Chrysalis. So, we started the Chrysalis back in 2021 and we launched it with a community of our youth in Nigeria, and a lot of the work that we had started to do over there, which was centered around community led focus on financial literacy and economic empowerment using blockchain technologies, allowed us to get more intimate with our youth over there, and that led us to realize the kind of value that we can bring from a perspective of things that they were already ambitious and focused around, specifically in the sustainability space. And that's what led us to decide to go deeper into sustainability as the overarching mission, and use resources, as well as the kind of things that we have already been involved in with respect to education, mentorship. And here we are. So this year, our program is titled and curated as 100 Young African Women in STEAM. That's science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And this mini series is a three-part series that invites our experts, three of them, who have very, very willingly said yes to being a part of this and leading the learning experience for our 100 women. The phase is on right now where we have had 30,000, yes, you heard that right, 30,000 applications that came in from the countries that we have been interacting and interfacing with. That is Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Mozambique, and Uganda. And we are, while we are getting into this first cycle, we're very excited to be doing this mini series because we believe that putting the spotlight on our experts will help you, one, if you are a potential participant, to know more about who the experts are, their background, as well as the kind of program that you can expect to be a part of during this program. And two, for us to really give you, even if you are interested in what we are doing collaboratively with our experts, with our partners in Africa, to know more about this. So, on that note, before I read out, I would like to invite Dr. Deepak. Would you like to say hi to everyone watching in?
Yes, good evening from Singapore, and good day to you wherever you are. And I'm very delighted to be with Caroline to share my thoughts and views on sustainability.
Wonderful. I think that's very, very appropriate. So, thank you, Dr. Deepak. Let me read a bit about you so those watching in will know more about you. So, Dr. Deepak Waikar is a member of the IEEE Thames Regional Leaders Subcommittee Chair. That's the IEEE Education Society of Singapore and ex-managing partner of Edu Energy Singapore. He's been involved in education, training, research, and management fields for more than 3 decades. He started his professional career as an assistant director at the National Power Engineers Training Institute in India after his post graduation from the Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University in India. He has been associated with premier institutions, polytechnic colleges, and academics in India as well as Singapore, and as well as with British and Australian universities offering courses in Singapore. He has authored and co authored books, book chapters, research articles, and policy papers on power, energy management, sustainability development, leadership, and education related topics, and served on various committees as a chair with the aforementioned organizations. He is also the recipient of the IEEE PES Outstanding Power Engineers Award and the SP Green Buddy Award. He has been associated with the Singapore Certified Energy Managers Program for more than a decade and also been an advisory committee member of the Indo Universal Center for Engineering Education, that's IUCEE, and has served as editors and reviewers for conferences and journals, an external examiner for assessing master dissertations and doctoral thesis. I'd be happy to also attach more about Dr. Deepak within this live on YouTube because there is definitely a very layered introduction. But on that note, Deepak, thank you for joining me today. And, we've already kind of framed out what the program is all about, and we've let people know about your background. I must say, I'm very grateful that you have been willingly, wanted to be a part of this program. So tell us more about specifically your program in this program.
Okay, thank you very much, Caroline, for that kind introduction. I would like to, at the outset, mention about the acronym Caroline was mentioning, IEEE. Okay, the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, headquartered in USA. We have got more than 400 members across the world. More than 160 countries have got their own sections and chapter. And at present, I am representing that as a chair for I call IEEE, okay, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers Education Society chapter. That is where my role comes in: education, training, which has been my also background. And I'm very happy that we created two powerful programs. The one program which we will be offering in collaboration with my collaborator Ramki. He couldn't be here today, but in future we can be there to discuss more about it. It is on the innovation and entrepreneurship. Okay, that program, which I will dwell with it on more later on. Today, because I'm coming personally, I will be focusing on one of the very important aspect, which is for the teachers, which is for the trainers, which is for the educators. That is uh, problem and project-based learning. That how it can be used. Okay, to create. First of all of us have got some thoughts, some ideas. All of us want to do something for community, for our own family, for society. Okay, and then we say, yeah, I have got idea. Can there be any interesting project out of it? How to create that interesting project out of it? That is the most challenging part. So in this program, as I mentioned, this is a very important program for trainers, educators, and teachers, that we will help you to think about the problem, about the community you are involved in, okay, surrounding, rather than just imaginary problem, which you might see in many of the cases. Here is the real problem. We take from real world problem. Example, we take help of okay, sustainability development goals, SDGs. Okay, and we focus on few of them because there are 17 or 18 goals are there. We may not be able to cover all of them, but based on the interest of the participants. Okay, so what you are going to do in this program is we are going to start with a problem statement. Not to worry if you say, I don't know how to write a problem statement. That is where we come in and help you to write down that problem statement properly. Because many times, based on our experience and based on our observations, we feel that I know the solution. We start straight away talking about the solution rather than understanding the problem. And at the end of it, we create some products or service, something like this one. And they say, hey, this is what not I was expecting. What you are giving me something different. Okay. And that gap is increasing because most of us are trying to go quickly to the solution. That is our weakness, because we want to use something in my head or somewhere I observed and I want to apply and force fit it, which doesn't work. Example, okay, I am from the engineering background and Caroline is from the social science background, and I said, hey Caroline, let us design an electric vehicle now together. She will be at stress. Okay, let us look at it how we can make that okay, electric vehicle engine. I said, what? I even don't know what is electric vehicle and you're talking about engine. I say, yes, you can do it now. Nowadays there is a technology, we can use hydrogen, we can use this and that. And she said, what? Hey, this is not I'm expecting. I want a vehicle which should do my job, which should be environment friendly, we should not do the pollution, which we should reduce the okay environmental impact on the others, and it should be affordable. So now this is what the problem statement trying to understand from her. And based on that, then you have to start thinking about, hey, this is a problem statement. How we find a solution for that? There will not be one solution, because to satisfy those all different conditions, or we call constraint, set up by Caroline, that it should be environment friendly vehicle, it should be affordable, it should be able to do my job, okay, and it should have a reasonable look. Now, all these conditions have to be considered when we want to design a project. That is where the different ideas come in. And you believe it or not, all of us have got ideas. Many times we don't want to tell it because somebody say, "Hey, Caroline, yeah, I have got very fantastic idea. Can we use this one, convert into a project?" And Caroline say, "What?" And then I worry about it. Is this a crazy idea or what? And that is where, because we too much worry about what others will say. So in this program, we are going to give a teacher tools and techniques and template and the way they can use it. Not only that, they're going to do it, experiment it. Whatever the period, the number of sessions we are going to do it, you will exactly follow that path. And at the end of it, you say, yes, I have done it. And now we'll say, because you have done it, you can now apply to whichever subject you are teaching about the stream, whether it's science, whether it's technology, whether it's okay, engineering, arts, mathematics, whatever subject you are teaching. You can apply this tool, this and apply this technique and make your subject course, whichever you are teaching or whichever you are guiding, an interesting one, which will have series of mini micro projects. And we have found that our students, our young adults, okay, anyone, okay, who say, I want to do some project, they get excited. Something they can show to somebody, hey, this is my idea, this is my design, this is my sketch, this is how it looks like, this could be the component. And then we say, oh, and then they make those projects applicable to the community applications surrounding around them. Okay, so first we'll tell them, okay, yes, think about one project which you can do for your family. Very easy, correct? Then okay, you have done it. Then if you are a student or you're working, think about the project based on your idea, which could be useful for that school or institute or university or organization or the community. Okay, you start with small, okay, because you gain experience thinking about your own, solving your own problem. You gain experience on that, and then you get that process. That process is very powerful. We give you that process, and this process is such that it is a transferable skill. It is not theoretical one, it is a practice oriented, it is a transferable. Means if you go through our program one time, you can repeat it for any other course or project for your, you should be able to apply for it. Systematic process, right from steps, we call step 0 before you start your thinking. Okay, step 0, step 1, step 2, step 3, all the way till you achieve your outcome base. Okay, project, that is the essence of this course, is suitable for whosoever is interested to impart this kind of skill to their, okay, their students, their friends, or even those who are looking for jobs, or youth, or even senior people who say, hey, now I got little bit out of this touch and now I want to do something I like it, because earlier I was working, I had to do the job whatever has been told to me by my supervisor or manager, but now I have some different idea, I want to work on that. So this program is useful at different levels. You decide. Back to you, Caroline.
Thank you very much, Dr. Deepak. I love what you said. I've been making notes for our banner, and I think it's really important to underscore, the fabric of this program from the perspective of structure. And I do remember way back months ago when we started to have conversations around this, what I really appreciated from your perspective was that, even though you have spoken today about it being systematic, it having, steps that go in a sequential order, there is room for the creative force to come through. There is room for ideas. And that's really, I think that's a very harmonious blend of encouraging our participants to know that they are going to be well taken care of because of the kind of expertise and work that you already bring in. But apart from that, they and their ideas are valued. I really love how you said that most of the time, many times, maybe not most of the time, but many times, we are afraid of feeling judged. We are afraid that we'll be criticized for the things that we think and the things that we want to bring to the table. And for everyone watching in, this is to let you know that this is the kind of safe space that we are creating. We have the experts in the house who have, a growth mindset, but also understand the kind of internal stress and, challenges that any participant might be carrying. But a lot of times we don't express these things, we carry them inside of us. And I really have to appreciate the way you have brought that out, because our invitation through this is to allow all participants to really optimize and maximize this opportunity. I think it's a very wonderful way. And let me tell you, I'm also planning to participate in this program too, because I think the kind of systems, the kind of technologies, tried and tested, but also the gentleness that you and the other experts bring in. This is important because, like you said, many times we might hesitate to speak up, we might hesitate to think about expressing ourselves, simply because we don't want to feel rejected. We don't want to be ashamed or embarrassed. So it's really nice to know that this safe space is being created consciously for participants to know that you will have the space. You're allowed to speak up. You're encouraged to speak up. You're celebrated. And the other thing I'd like to add, because I'm just kind of paraphrasing what you just said, but something else that's coming through for me is that there is no question or idea or thought that's silly. There is room for everything. And with the right guidance, like the expert today, as well as our other two experts, with the right guidance, with the right care, it can be strengthened, it can be fortified in the right way, so that, like you said, it is applicable to whether it's the small unit of a family, whether it's an institution, whether it's for a community. Just think of the outcome of staying the journey, working with the experts in this program, and bringing your idea to life in a way that you can be proud of it and you can be able to take it forward for others to do likewise. So I just wanted to add that. Dr. Deepak, anything else coming through regarding the program, regarding, because I think, you have really summed it up very, very beautifully and very gracefully. Um, the feeling of how it's going to be in this program. I think that's really, really subtle and important for participants to know.
Okay, thank you, Caroline. Just want to add that this is the outcome based, means you would have decided this is what I want to see outcome at the end of this program. We will tell you this is what we expect, but you can also decide your own outcome at the end of the program. So it means you are going to take away with you whatever we are going to provide a what we call a skill based training, what we call a practice oriented training. You are going to take away with you. We are not going to keep with us. We are going to transfer that knowledge and skills to you, and we are going to give you ample practice also. This program consists of interesting assignment which you will do every week. Okay, once we finish one session, you will do interesting assignment, and through those assignment, you will achieve your goals and objectives. That is one part. Second, I would like to tell you that I have done this one for universities. Okay, even those professors who are initially skeptical that okay, this project based learning can be only applied for science, we have taught them how it can be applied to social science, arts, education, whatever it is, because process is same. We have developed a systematic process. You apply whichever field it is. Okay, that is one part that I can assure. As long as you are willing to put effort, you are willing to take your challenge, do those assignments, and go up to the end of it, I guarantee you that you will be successful. Only those who have given up, still they have benefited, but they have given up for whatever other reason. They are the one who couldn't complete, and that is why we are very, very what you call selective in that. We want you who is really committed to it, because you want not only for your own self development, but for learning from us, you can also going to develop others also. Okay. In this program, you will get chance to do the individual project as well as a group project, because we have got n number of participants. We'll make divide them into suitable small groups, and that part is a part of this program, which you can apply same technique for your, if you are a teacher, if you are a professor, if you are a lecturer, if you are a trainer, and you are training maybe 50 or 100 participants at a time, you can apply immediately. If you are doing that for your organization to build up that culture and capabilities, you can do that. So as I mentioned it, most of the part of this program is transferable skill. As mentioned by Caroline, yes, you will get chance to express. Almost as I mentioned, after first assignment is given, you get chance to express. Prepare your sketch, write something. Okay, you want to prepare some design, whatever, you get a chance. Okay, PowerPoint slides, some pictures, or some. You can also shoot some short video also. So we allow various ways to express. We are not going to say only one way. As long as you are able to communicate with the others in a various ways. So by doing this program, you will enhance your communication capabilities. Two, you will also strengthen your teamwork. Three, you will be learning from your peers, collaborative learning. Not only learning yourself, but you're also helping someone to else to learn. For example, in this case, myself and Caroline are today together. We are learning. I am also learning from Caroline, and Caroline learning from me. It's called collaborative learning. Then we will give you some tools and techniques in which you can, whatever simple project, problem, or idea you have mentioned, as mentioned by Caroline, how to make it innovative, how to make it better, how to do that one, such that you say, yes, I have got something interesting to show to you. Okay, so it is outcome based, and as I mentioned, if you follow our journey, it is journey, learning journey, it is guaranteed that you, if you follow correctly, okay, it is only you decide not to follow, not to do assignment, not to try it out, then you decide to not to do it. From our side, as mentioned by Caroline, we are open to any different ideas. We are not going to restrict you your thing this way only thing that way. No, no. Okay. Here we are there to bring up the best in you. We are there as a catalyst. We are not teachers. We are not professors. I would say we are not also trainer. We are catalyst. We are catalyst to bring the best in you. And it is you who would decide how to bring that best. And whatever you bring out, it is your own. You create your own. Okay, we are only facilitating it. We are facilitator. Okay, only we share by experience, not a lot of theory. Not a lot of theory, is a more of experience. What has worked for me, what has not worked for me, I will tell upfront. I do not claim that I will have whole knowledge with me. No, I have some experience which I will share. I have tried it. We work with students, we work with youth, we work with the working personnel also, those who are working in the industry or businesses. We work with the institutions. We, as I mentioned, we work with, we have trained, even means we did this program even for the professors, deans, heads of departments, teachers, okay, who were skeptical, and we shown them the path. Obviously, they can always bring their better modification and apply it. Back to you, Caroline.
Wonderful. I'm really happy that you've emphasized this because what we are planning to communicate ahead of program launch and while we are onboarding, if you're watching in and you're going to be a participant with us, is the need for, like Dr. Deepak has mentioned, and I'm reiterating but also emphasizing the need for accountability. The commitment is, I think it's a part of expectation setting right from the beginning, because a lot of times it's a one-sided affair, and that can never stay the long way. It's got to be, it's a relationship, it's a dance between the both. So while this program is the energy that we are putting forward in this container for you and for the participants, what we are calling out as an invitation is that you, as a participant, have a certain rigor and discipline around the problem that you envision to solve, and an openness and availability and a willingness to learn, but also to try and apply and come back. Just like what I'm reminded of is the sandpit. When we are back in kindergarten, I don't think we ever leave that sandpit. The whole model of playing with something, but also having some outcomes towards, the openness as well, and being willing to stay the course, because uh, you know without that, without responsibility, without ownership towards the outcomes, it's not really going to sustain. So I'm really happy that you've brought that up. I think it's a very important component for the success. And I believe that a measure of this success is the accountability. That too is a part of the success towards how we look back, and how we understand what has come through, because a lot of times we cannot fully predict. But if we stay the course, it's like you said, success is guaranteed. So I really, really love that. And thank you for underscoring the value of that from a learning perspective, from a growth perspective, and specifically in this program as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I would like to reiterate what I mean by success. I say outcome is guaranteed. Okay, uh, I believe everyone is going to be successful because people think success in different way. But as long as you are able to get the outcome out, okay, with your idea, try it out and implement it in some way or other, and then learn from that, we say you have achieved it. This is one part. Second, we bring in with this program 21st century skills. Okay, I'm emphasizing 21st century skills. So, which will be useful for any work you do, any job. This is the employability skills. Okay, what that means. Okay, one of them is how to research systematically for your ideas and projects. We will share with you, and then you can apply straight away. Then when you have got different ideas, how to make a decision which idea to take forward. Okay, I may be having three, four, five ideas, and I get confused. Which what I should do now? Shall I take one or two? We have process. We'll say we have process, systematic process. You apply that, and you make a decision. Okay, we don't make decision for you. We won't say, oh, choose idea number two or choose idea number five. No, we are not going to do that. We are going to empower you. So empowerment is one of the most sought after 21st century skill, because they have found that whether you are an employee or you have got your own company, or if you are even retired person or homemaker want to do something for community, empowerment is most important aspect. How to empower self and how to empower others. Okay, without compromising what Caroline has mentioned, accountability. Okay, so that accountability is another very important skill, transparent accountability. Okay, and obviously by doing all this one, you are going to apply innovative ways. Okay, innovative ways. How to make a simple idea, start with that, and how to bring the innovations into same ideas so that that becomes a very powerful. And all these, we will say, start with a small, see outcome. That is why I say start with your family or start with the surroundings or with the society, whatever problem you want to solve. And solve, we're talking about your environment. You can start about the waste management. You can start about the making good energy, which is not there in your surrounding, how we can get it. You want to solve the water problem. You want to solve the even, okay, some other problems youth may be facing, some other problems at home you may be facing. We can start as long as you're we will leave it to you. We will leave that problem statement to start. Yes, someone maybe model, we might start simple one, and then you can wave in your ideas for your problem. So you will do individually one, separate one will do in a group, which will be applying that one and seeing through it. Okay, and obviously as I mentioned to you, because through this one you will learn communication as well as teamwork. You're going to work in a team. It could be remote also, doesn't matter. If you are physically together, fantastic. If not, you can work as a team, as a remote team, as myself and Caroline have been working as a team for almost last more than 6 months. Myself, Ramki, Caroline, and Raj and others, through remote online. We have been interacting and trying to do it, and many others who have been helping to develop that curriculum. So, my friends, those who are interested in this kind of program, I can assure you that this will take you to the level where you can apply transferable skill. There will be some transferable skills, some specific skills. Those specific skills individually will get it depending on your background, your educational okay level you are studied. Examples of somebody may be very good in data analytics. I won't be saying everybody should be excellent in data. Not okay. That person can be go deeper into that. Somebody could be very good in sketches and drawing, a nice one. Okay, so those are we call deep level skills which you can still do it, and you can apply into this generic skill. So this is out. That is what I'm saying. Outcome based program. Okay, don't mix up with the success because people have a different interpretation of success. In my view, as long as you are willing to learn, okay, okay, the statement you must have heard many times: failure is not a failure if you are willing to learn from the failure. Okay, failure is not an failure if you are willing to learn from the failure. Failure is a failure if you don't want to learn from it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So yes, when you are going to try this journey, right at the first time, will you be successful? If you are measuring by something, may not. But will that stop you from going further? Probably not. Depends on your mindset. So we help in okay. There is another one, 21st century. I think Caroline mentioned growth mindset. We talk about 21st century, okay, empowerment mindset in self. Because once you decide with your mind, because one of the toughest one to get convinced is our own mind and belief. Okay, they are toughest one. Every time they stop us, resist us, they say, hey, no, no, this is not, it should be. Okay, oh, you do this one, you might get this one. And then you start worried about the outcome, failure. But most important part we help is making that resilient mindset in you. Resilient mindset, which is going to make difference between you who has gone through this program and the one who has not gone through. Back to you, Carol.
Brilliant. Thank you. Um Dr. Deepak, this is really, really been very wonderful, very holistic. Because, as I came into this, I will admit my expectation was we were going to talk more about the structure, but I'm sensing a lot more underneath, just your facilitation style, which is really, really encouraging because these are the nuances that I believe are really important. And the word coming up for me, especially, is character building because it's there's a lot of metadata that we sense in the field during conversations like this and even in our own minds, and this metadata is so important to articulate because the more we're able to articulate these things, we can actually really wield its power. And I believe what you're talking about is exactly that, the metadata, the commitment, the responsibility, the confidence. Yes, sure, the program gives you XYZ from the perspective of what you can expect, but it also gives you, the things that you're talking about, the resilience, the strength, the courage, the ability to speak up, even though you might be afraid, reframing, our self identity, reframing success, reframing failure. These are very, very powerful principles, and I'm really excited to also be, choosing to participate in this. And I wanted to thank you. I know it's very late in Singapore, so thank you so much for making time today and for sharing your wisdom. It's really an impression, and it's very impressive. And we thank you for your time and being a part of this with the women.
Thank you very much for inviting me to share some of my thoughts. Okay, and I'm looking forward. to interacting with those who are interested to take it forward. Okay. Have a nice
100%.
day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Have a good evening. And thank you
Thank
to everyone who is and will be watching in. We will be sharing this on LinkedIn. So stay tuned for more updates and see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.
Take care. Okay. Yes. Very